Hi everyone, this is Diane. I have finished up my swap. This is a bee swap, 2Bee Crafty. I think that's what it was, 2Bee Crafty, B-E-E, play on the word. It was hosted by Sandy, who I will link in the title. I believe it's Sandy _ 521 Lake Street. I don't have her handle with me at the moment, but it was a one-on-one, and what Sandy did was partner us up, and my partner was Bethany. Yay! Which was really funny because Bethany and I were partnered up last year for Lacey's bee, no, it wasn't a bee, it was a bug swap. So some of the items that I'm using in this swap, like this set here, was made by Bethany and sent to me in my swap last year. So I'm going to return the favor and send it to her on this really cute box. So I will go through it. Most of my items here I used either Scrap Diva Designs or KF's Crafts, and I did use Honeybee dies and stamps, like for this little flower, you know, and maybe some Jada Blossom stuff, but for the most part. Oh, and Rosie Studio were these stickers, or the tickets. So anyways, let me go through some of these. The swap was to make 6 bee projects and a memory deck. That included a memory deck. And I think it said two crafty items, or 2 store-bought items. I think that's what it said. I don't remember, but I know I filled the requirements. This little bee was also sent to me by Bethany, and I used it on this little box. This little box I received when I went to a crop one weekend, and it was also a bee swap, and I did save some of the bees. I think I used them in a bee swap I was in last year, and I saved this little box because I thought it was so cute, but it just fits this little gift that I got Bethany really, really well. And so I made this little tag. I'm going to stick it around here. I'm not going to show you in case she's watching, so it will be a nice little surprise for her. So I'm going to stick that over there. And then I made these little 2 boxes. These are Scrap Diva's little what are they called? They are called the 3D double self-closing gift bags. Really cute, really easy. I was kind of surprised about how small they are, but now that I'm using them, I guess it's just a perfect size if you want to just make little things. Really easy to make. These little bows were sent to me from It's All About Elle. And they're just really cute. I did add this little bee, the leaves, and the pom-pom to this one. The paper I used was It's a Big Deal from Joann's. It's not a collection really, but it did have some bee paper in it. Actually, I used 2 collections. I used this. I wanted to use that, but I never did get around to using that. I did use this. This was my favorite, but as you can see, they don't have really any paper that matches that green, so I didn't really get to use most of that. And then the other collection I used was this one, and I used this paper. This one was the only one that had bees in it. So, oh, and I used a tag. So we'll get into it. So on this, I made both styles in case you were wondering what they look like. This is what they look like. I did make this little keychain or key fob with the key, and I was going to hang it on here. I tried this method that I saw Patty on Mommy and Me, where she did hot glue on it. So I tried it. I probably need to practice a little bit more. It didn't come out all that great, so I'm not going to use it. I may hook the key there. I don't know. So, but she does have a tutorial on how she did that. You might do it better than I do, or maybe next time, maybe I think I might have used, well, I know what I did is when I put it on here and I flattened it, it didn't all fill in like this. So I went back and filled in some holes, you know, that didn't really take, and I think that's where I went wrong. So I think you need to get the hot glue on the whole entire thing and not leave any openings, because see, then you get these little holes like this, and then I don't know if you can see it, but they're really hard to fill. It might work better on littler things, I don't know, but oh well. So I did do this keychain. We were to do 6 items. I think I did embellishment box, a dangle, flowers, a pokey tool, bag topper, notebook, the memory decks, and I think that's about it. So, oh, and embellishments and a bow. So I did keep it pretty simple, because I thought maybe this would be something, whoops, that she would want to put on her keychain or on her purse, so it's nice and light. Sometimes when it's so big you can't really use it, so I made sure I kept it kind of nice and light. Wrong box. And look at, isn't that cool how it just opens like this? Now this one I used thicker paper, so it does work better. This one I did not use thicker paper, and although it does open, it doesn't open quite as well as the thicker cardstock. I think this is 110 and this was like maybe 85, 65. I don't remember. So this one here I made flowers. This is Scrap Divas. Do I have them out here? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, so these are her new Desert Rose flower set. I like putting mine on 3 layers. This only cuts out 8. So I think if I had done 2 layers, it might have worked, but I just really like the 3 layers. But it's only makes 8, so you work with even numbers instead of odd numbers. So just keep that in mind. I did make some big ones, some medium ones, and some small ones. And I used the metal stamen and with the flat back pearls, because I had gotten a bunch of those a while ago and just came across them, so they matched what I made. This one I put a bee on. This is from a sticker set that she gifted me last year in the bug swap, and I have been using them off and on, but I just thought that was really cute. I think I did that on my spring swap, and I thought it was just a cute little idea. So I'm going to stick those in. I try to make them more summery and spring colors, because those are the swaps that we're coming up with. So those are the 2 little boxes. Pretty cute. I'm going to set those over here. And the next thing I made was, this is Hannah's, I know it's a hot chocolate box. The original one that I had bought from Hannah, or from KS Crafts, one of the, I think the back portion didn't cut, and so she sent me a whole new complete set, and this one doesn't have the name on it, and I don't have the other one out, but I think it's called the Hot Cocoa Gift Box. So that's what this is, and I did make it into a shaker. I got a lot of little shaking in there, and this, what I did was when I cut this panel out, it comes with this panel. So what I did was I made it into a shaker by using this panel and cutting the foam out. But then when I went to go cut the plate out itself, I just cut out the negative piece, and that way it fit just right in there. Really nice. And that's how I got the honeycomb in there, in case you're wondering. And this little girl I have on my Instagram, the store. It's called Cat Lover Craft 7, I believe. I do have a picture of this box posted on my Instagram. If you go and look up that picture, I do have that store linked in the title. So she sells these little dolls. I bought these a couple of years ago, and then I just came across them again when Natty did her Alice in Wonderland, so I went on and bought her Alice in Wonderland. I do have a few of these. I do have like the mermaid, the princess, this little bee girl, a witch, and now I have Alice in Wonderland, the queen, and the little card guy. Really cute. They are kind of labor intensive putting them together, but they are well worth it. I really think they just come out adorable. So these are the embellishments I made. I think I keep saying it over and over and over. I have an obsession with these little round embellishments. I don't know why, but they are just fun for me to do. I did make 2 using some leftover items I had on my desk. This was gifted to me. I made this for another swap, but I didn't use them all, so I am using this one. I had embossed it, and what did I don't remember what swap it was, but I embossed them, and that was just laying around my desk, so I decided to make an embellishment out of it. Same with this one. I had 4 of them, and this was the last one left, so I just used Scrap Diva's little banner. I made a vellum flower for this one and just added a little bow that was gifted to me in another swap. And this little set with the honey jar and the bee is from a little die set that I am gifting Bethany. I bought 2, one for me, one for her, and I just used Scrap Diva's little banner. And these are just little circles that I have. They're from all over the place. This is Scrap Diva's and close to my heart, and anybody else that has circles, I just get them all out and use them. This one has a little coffee cup and a little leaf that I had stamped. I have a whole bunch of flowers and stamps I had done a long time ago. Cut them all out, and I just came across them, so now I'm going to try to use them up as much as possible. I did receive these from Temu, these little bees, maybe Allie, I don't know. And this little flower is my punch. And this is the only ephemera I have of a bee. I don't even know where I got it. I dug it out of my bag. Somebody had sent me these little honeycomb these little honeycombs in a cutout, I think in a bee swap from last year, so I just put some of that back there. And this was gifted to me in a swap, this little die cut here. I don't have it, so I just stuck it on there because it kind of matches. And then I made a bow for something. I think I was going to put it on the embellishment box, but it just won't go. So I'm just going to gift it to her because I know she likes the angel wing bow just as much as I do. And maybe she'll be able to use it on something. I don't know. So that's what this box is. This is just to hold my embellishments. And then for to hold my other projects, I made this embellishment box. And this is Scrap Diva's 3D embellishment book, and it has these flowers. I keep forgetting about these. Those flowers made these. I love those flowers. I think they just came out really well. And then for the stamens, I used her new, oops, sorry, I didn't mean just to knock you down. Oh, I don't have them out here. Oh, yes, I do. So these are the new stamens that I received. This is just called flower centers. I used, no, I used these ones back. No, I used these ones. But that's what I got them for. Somebody had sent me flowers that had these big stamens on them, big gold stamens, and I just thought that looked so cool. So that's what I did. I did incorporate Bethany's shakers that she made. These are little tickets from Rosie's studio. I figured she would be happy to have those on there since I think she designs for Rosie Studios. I'm not sure whether she's a designer or whether she just designs. I don't know. But anyways, I made these flowers, and then these little flowers are for my punches. I have both the big and the little one, and I just made them circle. All right, and then here's another little girl that I made. I didn't quite like her skin tone, So I didn't want to use it on something main like this. I really like this skin tone. It's a little bit more versatile. But I didn't realize that that pink would be so pink. So I think it works out well on this because, you know, I don't know. I'm just going to use it. I made it. I did buy this little pouch for her. I did only put some little tiny bows in here. These are from My Creative Time. I forget what these are called. It's from My Creative Time, and this is her gingerbread one. I just didn't put the little icing on it. And then I just gifted her the extra little flowers that I didn't use on her project. And these ones here, I also put the flowers with the little bees on there. I thought those were really cute. So I'm just gifting her those. I made the little bows because it's always nice to have little bows to put on projects. So I am going to cut out a B word. I don't know which one yet, but I will add it to here. I just haven't done that yet. But my husband's out of the house, so I figured I'll go ahead and do this while he's not making a whole lot of noise. It's just a little embellishment box. I did receive this from Brooke in a spring swap that, whoops, sorry. Brooke had put this little wooden bee on here, and I thought it just was perfect. So I just filled it up with some bee charms that I had gotten and some flowers and this big flat back bee that I used on this box. So she has one and some bows. And I did make her a pokey tool. This is KF's Crafts nail file holder. What I did was I just added gussets to the side. And I did use this to keep it together. I mean, this will keep it together, but I just put that on there because I had it. It was black. And so this way I can fit the pokey tool in there. And I just have some little dangles from some charms that I had. I had gotten a whole bunch of these little bee beads. And I thought I would use them more than I do, but I don't. So I'm trying to use them. So I made her a pokey tool. I did use KF's Crafts little notebook die to make this little notebook with the oh, what do you call it? Post-it notes. And then I made her a bag topper. This is Scrap Diva's bag topper. The sunflower. I just love this thing. I use it as much as I possibly can. I thought it came out really cute. This little bee comes from a little die that I had gotten in Temu. And this stamp, I believe, is from Close to My Heart, Just Because. And this bag topper was sent to me in a swap, and I saved it. I don't know who made it. I think it was a fall swap a couple of years ago, and it just works so well with the color, so I decided to use it in this swap. And then this is the card that I made Bethany. I don't know that wait a minute. I don't know that I signed it. I'm going to double check, sorry. If I didn't, I'll have to leave it out. Alright. No, I think I did. Okay. And then this is the little die set that I am gifting her. I just, I stamped this bee and colored it in. I think these are just tiny enough. I think it just comes out really, really well. I like the little honey pots and the little bees. This little bee, I don't know, it doesn't really cut out that well, but the honey drips. I did use the honey drips on the side of this. I forgot to show you. I did make this into a shaker. And these are the little cutout parts from the die. And this is the little honey drip from the die also. So I'm going to be gifting her those. And then this is my memory decks, and I had used all those flowers like I told you. These are the flatbacks that I have, the pearl flatbacks. I got them years and years ago. And this is my memory decks card. And she has a lot of my memory decks cards. This is Scrap Diva's little swag box. I love using this box to hold my memory decks. I believe Bethany also made this word, and I think she made this die, or she received this shaker and passed it on to me. I don't remember now, but I believe I did get it from Bethany. Here's another one, the little girls. I made her with red hair because I have red hair, so I just kind of, you know, it's a memory decks for me. So I don't know, I kind of my hair's a little longer than this, but I kind of made it to look like me or represent me. I don't know. So I made a yellow vellum flower here, and this is a little bee. I put on acetate to make it look like it's flying. So that will be my memory decks to her. I did put a little gold on here on the edges. I don't think you can really tell, but I really thought this bee paper and this what is it called, hound's tooth pattern, I really liked it together. I really like that color but it doesn't go with the other green. See, so I didn't really get anything really to match this green except for black. Well, that blue though, I did use the blue because it has the daisies. I think that worked out really well. That's from the same paper pack. So that's it. That's what I made for Bethany. I just glued a whole bunch of those die cuts to this little doily to make that bag topper and put her name on it. Just to jazz it up a little bit. So that is my swap to her, and I will get everything back in here and mail it off. She does have a birthday swap. I think it's to the end of May. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this. It might not a birthday swap, I'm sorry, birthday challenge. I'm going to mail mine together with her challenge. But in case you don't know about her challenge, she does have it on her Instagram. I'm not sure whether it is on her YouTube or not. So if you want to go and check that out, it's an embellishment box and I believe an ATC card. Very, very easy. So anyways, thank you for coming by. Oh, I forgot. I made this little paper clip to go on with the bee. So anyways, that's what I'm going to be sending off to her. Thanks for coming by, and may God bless your day. Talk to you later. Bye.